Hi, welcome to Beautiful Snow TV, and welcome back Snowflakes, and welcome if you guys are new. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notifications. These are the products we're going to be using today. We're finally trying out Novo Ovu's Duck Viral Tips. These are the polishes we're going to be using, a little bit of rosin. You can always find these products down below. These are some charms I just picked out. So the star of the show is the Novo Ovu. I've had their longer duck tips, actual tips. These are full covered tips, as you can see. It does have a slight apex, like the cuticle area is very flimsy, but the free edge is like more, sturdy. As you can see, it's almost looking like it was 3D printed, but this is a very, very nice shape on these. I already have mine actually picked out, my sizes and everything. So here I'm just going to go ahead and kind of taper them to my nail bed and, make sure, excuse me, make sure that they fit, perfectly sidewall to sidewall. So that is, good for me. And I'm also going to go in and, with their cuticle bit and just kind of make the cuticle flush. You know how it goes. But I am actually going to be doing an overlay on these nails. I didn't want to do like a full gel X. I like apex. I don't like flat nails. Now the cuticle area is a little bit flat because it is thinner for gel X, but I feel like gel X cannot, it doesn't have to be flat. I've seen plenty of gel X, tips that are not flat and very, very nice apex and give a very nice structure to the nail. That also helps with breaking as well. But we're just going to go ahead and finish, sizing these out, customizing them. I am so in love with these tips. Like, it's just the right length for me for like, normal wear. If I was to wear these, it's just the right length. Oh, something was in my eye, y'all. So I'm just going to finish customizing these and, my hand file, and then I'll go ahead and apply them. And as you guys can see, this is really, really perfect. Like, they fit perfectly. Like, I love them. I will be using them in the near future. I really love the size of it. It's not too long, but it's not too short. I do love a good short ducky. I do those on my daughter quite often because that's her favorite shape. But I really like, the length of these and like the shape of them. They nailed it on the head with that one. And as you see, I'm just going to take my e-file with a 5-in-1 bit that I got this from Amazon and just go over the cuticle area. So this is, I feel, as I stated before, it's like a 3D sculpted tip, full cover tip. And I'm just going to take any, any gel that may have squeezed out. It's not too much here. Actual application was actually pretty good today. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of go over my cuticles just to make it a little bit more flush. And then I'll go in with some acetone to kind of melt it into, the cuticle, make it like it's coming out of my hand. But I am still going to do an overlay on these. That's what the brown poly gel was for. I really like that brown poly gel, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, I've used different brands of brown poly gel, like as a nude base, and it just files so different. I know you guys will probably see in my filing, you'll see it. I'll show you guys a little bit later on in the video, but it's like really weird with filing. Like, it's like it leaves scratches on it on purpose. And I buffed the nails, I buffed the heck out of them, and it just, I don't know, the brown polish just leaves scratches. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I know how to cover them up, but I just find it so freaking weird. So now I'm just going over and buffing the nail because, you know, I just wanted it to be a little bit rougher. I buffed it on the side that doesn't make it too smooth. So I'm just going to go ahead and now dust them off. I did go in and add just a little bit of base coat off camera. And now I'm just getting, you know, my poly gel set up, getting that done. Y'all see that piece of hair on my desk? Oh my gosh. I did get that off a little bit in a second here. But I'm just going to take that acetone, as I stated earlier, and just go over the cuticle area just to kind of make it more flesher than it already is. You know, you take these particular steps when you want your nail set to last, and you're doing, you know, wearing them for 2 or more weeks. Now here I'm just taking a small bead. For the foam I should have took a little bit more, but I'm just doing a thin layer of this. Now I don't want it too thin because it becomes kind of sheer, which is still fine, but it was sheer in places I didn't want it, but those places really didn't matter, and I was just being picky. So I'm just going to place, you know, one little bead on there and then just drag it down, cover the entire nail, and then cure. This did not take me too long, maybe 15 minutes at the most, but you know, it was, you know, just for the purpose of a base color. And guys, I do apologize about the audio. I'm actually driving right now. I'm on my way to the nail store. But yeah, sorry about the audio. If it sounds a little bit more louder than normal, I do apologize. And now that color is all on there. I love the base color. It's almost matching my skin tone a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. But I'm gonna go ahead and do our filing. I'm gonna file with this little 80 grit file cylinder drill, and then I'm gonna hand file. Y'all see what I'm talking about? It's so weird. It's so weird. It just looks weird, maybe because it's brown. But y'all, when I was hand filing and it was leaving some scratches, and I was like, okay, that's normal, but it was looking real weird. I didn't understand why it was looking like that, but I fixed it later on, as always. But still, I just find that so weird. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish up filing, and then I'll come back when the nails are all done. And one thing I love about these tips is that they are so very tapered. They are very tapered, and I love that about the tips. It goes in, because sometimes duck tips, it's like the way you apply them, but even if you apply them, you still have to taper them in. They kind of come in like toward the free edge of your natural nail, and they need to flare out at the end of the tip, and that's really what makes a good duck shape. But it's very hard to perfect that if you haven't had practice. But they nailed it right on the head with these tips, and I'm so loving it. I'm so here for it. So I don't know if you guys could tell, but my drill started really messing up on me right there. Like, it would stop and then start, and it's fully on and functional, but it is having some issues, and it just started like a week ago, and I'm not sure why it's doing that, but I did switch drills. At this point, you'll see me pull up my Melody Susie, and she's never failed me. So I just went in and finished my filing around the cuticle area and over the whole nail, and I don't know why my drill, I think it may be going out on me, but it's fully charged, and I take care of it. I clean it. So I'm just, not sure why it was stopping and starting, but I'm just going to go ahead and finish filing. Yeah. And all the nails are file shaped and above. As you can see, those white marks that I'm talking about. But once I put a top coat there, it kind of goes away. But it annoys me because I can still see them. And it looks like I need more filing, but I promise you guys, that filing was perfect. Like, my cuticle work was really good. So we're gonna go ahead and start with our nail art. Always the fun part. My fun part is filing and nail art. Like, that is my favorite part of doing nails. I love transforming whatever shape I have, and then also doing nail art. So I'm just gonna take some white, because I'm going to be doing some Frenchies, some blooming gel with that, with two of the Frenchies, like a croc print design. I had an inspo, but I always change my inspos. Like, I don't ever like copy them exactly, and it's just like, I don't know. I'll be doing a nail set, and I'll have everything out to copy, but I just won't copy. Like, I'll take a whole different detour, and I love that about me, because it shows my originality, and just, I'm not trying to just steal someone else's design. But in a nail industry, it's not really stealing, because we all do the same exact things. So it's not really stealing or copying. I feel like, if a creator creates something, it's, just give them the credit that's due them. Don't say, hey, I did these nails and this is my freestyle. No, give credit where credit is due. So, we don't step on nobody's toes. But I always try to switch up the design that I see, or, what I feel like I want to do. And now, if I am copying exactly, I will let you guys know I'm copying it exactly. But most of the time, guys, I'll have an inspo picture that I don't even put up, or just have it in my head, or just have one that I'm looking at, and I'll just kind of put my own twist on it. So this is my twist on the set that I had in mind. Very simple set, but I wanted a little something extra. So as always, we gotta be extra. And here is all the Frenchies done. I did 3 Frenchies. 2 of them are going to be with this green for the croc print. I am mixing the colors, y'all. I should have left this color the way it was. I should have added just a dot of black and kept it pushing, but I played with this color so long, and I don't know why I did that. I don't know what I was trying to match my charms. So the charms I have are more like an emerald green, and I just, I don't know why I added white. Here I am adding more green, a hint of black, but I should have just added some black and kept it pushing, in all honesty, because it was almost too light for my liking. Because right here, it was too light for my liking. And I was like, I need a little bit darker, so I added some more black and more of the green. And I don't know, I should have added more black and kept it going. But, here we are. So I'm going to do 2 nails. That's why I was trying to pull out my charms. I was like, this do not match. But I still feel like when I look at them now, they still look really, really good. So I kept it pushing. Hey, like I said, I don't be trying to copy nobody, but sometimes the nail set or how I'm doing it don't go exactly how I planned. And I just, I don't know. I have to go with the flow. Y'all know how we do over here. We struggle for a little bit and then we fix it and then we be okay with our final results. I'm just kidding, guys. But now I'm just going to go ahead and take a thin layer of blooming gel. Now I'm just going to outline the French, right? Getting as close to that white as possible, to trace it. I just want to outline this. Very thin layer. It don't have to be no whole lot. The more blooming gel you add, the faster it's gonna bloom. Always remember that. So I'm just gonna take that thin layer, smooth it out, and we're gonna do with the dotting tool there, and I was gonna do my croc print. I'm just gonna put some dots. I start in the middle. Start small because they're gonna grow big. I did my thumb perfectly. My ring finger, I think, kind of had like a little mess up there, but it's okay. It still looks good. Croc print is the beauty of that design. It doesn't have to be perfect. So yeah, I really love this croc print. I let it bloom for a little bit longer, made those a little bit bigger, and it came out perfect. And then I cured for like 30 seconds. And if you have not noticed you're more than halfway through this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and support your girl for free. And now I'm going to take some of this white poly gel. I don't know how to say their name, but I've used them a few times here on the channel. So I'm just going to go ahead and top coat the areas where I want my 3D flower. Yes, I'm doing a couple of 3D flowers, specifically 3. I just wanted them in certain places, so I just top coated that and cured for like 30 seconds. And then I'll take my 3D brush, and then I'm just gonna put like a little dot, like a little bit, y'all. It does not need a lot. I do roll this on my apron to make sure it's just, as my point is as pointy as I can get it, but I'm still gonna shape it, make sure it fits the duck nail. And I'm just gonna try to, press the inside, hit the sides, smooth it out. And I was happy with this, and it's just one petal, so it's gonna look a little funny, but it looks perfectly fine to me. I like the way this looks, so I went ahead and cured it right like that. And now that the flowers are all done, they look really cute. And I'm just going to go ahead and start blinging out. Doing my rhinestone placements. This is actually very simple. I wanted to fit 2 cherries, but I didn't have no space for the 2 cherries. Like, I just trying to figure out where I wanted a big one. I think I put it on my index finger. Yeah, I put it on my index finger. It looks better there. So I'm just going to take some McCart rhinestone glue. Not too much, because I don't really need too much. Place it on there and, make sure the placement's good. Put it in the lamp. Boom. That one is done. And now we're going to go ahead and do the thumb. I'm just going to put this heart one on here. And I'm gonna top coat that one really quick. My top coat is running out, y'all. I love this top coat. I know someone on TikTok asked me about it. Oh Lord, I didn't mean to drop it, but someone asked me about it. I did respond to her. I use this particular brand for like my peel off base as well. And just this top coat is just really, really amazing. So I really recommend it. Right now on Amazon, it's like 2 for $8, $9.73 with tax. If you guys are interested in that top coat, it is gorgeous. So now we're just going to take our rhinestone glue and, put the rhinestone glue over the areas I want to put rhinestones in. I'm also using these little gold beads right here as well. In conjunction with the rhinestones. I feel like it gave like a really cute look, and I really like the way these nails turned out. I did put a little sequence there on the ring finger, and that was about it for that ring finger. And I'm just gonna bling these other 2 nails out, and then we'll be all done, and I'll be back with the final results. I'll let you guys watch this process. And here is how the nails turned out. I'm loving them, y'all. These were so gorgeous. These are so beautiful. And I really like the shape of these tips. I highly recommend them. Go on their website, go on Amazon where I got them. They are in my Amazon storefront as well. So you can pick them up straight from there. So you don't have to look and search for them. They're in my Amazon storefront. Click, and there it is. I love, the apex now, what I did with the overlay. I love, the shape of these. It's so tapered, and it's just a perfect duck shape, honestly. Like, I did not have to do much besides, like, clean up, like, where I put the poly gel, but that's it. And I love this design. It's so cute. It's just a little, quick little freestyle, nothing too bad. And I love the 3D flowers. Yes, you can make 3D flowers with poly gel. I did go over those 3D flowers with matte top coat, before I started doing my rhinestone placement. But y'all, these were so adorable. Let me know what you think about these nails down in the comments below. Share this video with someone that may like it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And our family is growing, y'all. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. Like, let's go. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Too high.